Eddie Steele is a longtime friend of ours, 9-year CFL veteran, Grey Cup champion. He is now on Team Sportsnet, and he joins us from the Hammer 108th Grey Cup. We got so much to unpack with Eddie. He's looking fresh. What's going on? You got a job interview this afternoon, Eddie? What's with the suit?
You know how it is, man. I gotta put my best foot forward when I'm on the big screen.
Oh, good for you. Okay, so before we get into how this all came about, what's your report from Grey Cup, man? How you feeling? What's the vibe?
It's been pretty awesome, and it's pretty neat to be on this side of things. I've played in a Grey Cup, and I've actually gone to a couple Grey Cups as a fan. But then to be on the media side of things, it's pretty neat to see how things work and how they operate. It's been an exciting week. Both teams pretty fired up, saying and doing all the right things. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. It's going to be a heck of a matchup, so I'm really excited for it.
Well, listen, before we go any further, the viewers all want to know how this came about. For those that don't know, you were an Edmonton radio analyst there, said some things the team didn't like. You were let go, and was it just last week you were named to the Sportsnet crew? What happened in between?
I'm very fortunate. Just the opportunity came about. Arash Madani, him and I have a little bit of a relationship prior to us doing our work together here. And he had reached out in the past. It had been Trevor Lulay who was doing the gig here with him. And Trevor was down in the States. Travis, my mistake. He's down in the States and he wasn't able to make it up. And he reached out, and it was a pretty awesome opportunity. And I feel very fortunate and very blessed that the opportunity came my way. And it just goes to show you that even during some bad times, like what happened with the firing from Ched, another opportunity presents itself. So you can't stay down on the bad times, and you just got to keep persevering.
Yeah, good for you, Eddie. Well, I'm proud of you, man, and everything does happen for a reason. And I also knew that you knew that it was Travis Lulay because you chased him around for years. So anyways, about the matchup, I guess I'll ask you now your prediction. Like, what are you going to be watching for Sunday, and then how do you think it's going to unfold?
The biggest thing is this game is going to be won and lost in the trenches. We all know what Winnipeg does and their strength, and they're not going to try and shy away from it. They want to run the ball and be physical with their offensive line. So it's going to be up to Hamilton to try and nullify that. And they're going to have to, it's really going to be bully ball. And you're going to have to show up with your big boy pads on, and you're going to have to try and, for lack of a better term, punch them in the face, because that's what Winnipeg is trying to do to you. So you want to be the hammer, not the nail, as the old football coaches would say. And if you can stop Winnipeg from getting into second and short positions, because that's where they make their bread. They get some pretty good production and first down with Andrew Harris. Say he runs a 6, 7, 8 yard run. Well, then Winnipeg has so much options. They can either hand the ball off again, they can go play action, and then as a defensive coach and a player, you start to overthink things because Winnipeg has you right where they want you. Because say it's 2nd and 2, and you're preparing for a play action or another run, well, then Winnipeg can surprise you and they can take a deep shot. And that's exactly how their offense works. And they don't go away from it. I love it, actually, because they have this mentality like, we're going to do what we do, and it's up to you to try and stop us. And they don't try and change anything. So, yeah, that's really where the game is going to be won and losses in the trenches. And Hamilton's defensive line, they really have to show up, and they have to have a big game. One thing that I did notice at practice today, and I saw someone tweet out about it too, Ted Laurent wasn't out on the field. And I don't know where he was. And someone I saw on Twitter, something was up with his appendix. I have no idea what's going on, but he wasn't out. So that's a huge, huge key to Hamilton's defensive line. One sec, Rod. I got someone knocking on the door behind me. Someone's knocking on my door behind me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I get 5 minutes?
No, leave the camera on. Let's see.
Can I just get 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm on pins and needles. Just say, I just need some towels. When we're good.
Sorry about that. I'm
live
at the
TV,
stadium,
exactly.
actually. I had to sneak into an office here at the stadium.
Ooh, okay. Well, I appreciate you extra much, Eddie. Listen, our exclusive betting partner, Bet Regal, has the Bombers favored by 3. I got a question for you because you've played in the Grey Cups and you've been through the wars. Do you think the Bombers survived their scare last week in the West Final and they're going to come out and just smash Hamilton? Like, is this an easy prediction? The Bombers are going to cover by 3 and win by way more than that? Or do you expect a tighter game?
I expect a tighter game. I think having those errors in the last week's game against Saskatchewan, I think Winnipeg is going to focus on the details a little bit more, and they're going to be prepared. But, honestly, even like I just mentioned about Ted, I think it's going to be a tight game. And my opinion, and I know you're probably going to ask me, but I'm rolling with Hamilton. I think Hamilton's going to come out, and I think not only is the energy going to be there because it's a Grey Cup at home, and that is such a rarity to be able to do that, to play and to win it at home in front of your fan base, but it's a revenge game too because they played in the Grey Cup in 2019, got smacked around pretty good, and I know that taste is still in the guys' mouths. So, yeah, I think Hamilton is really going to come out inspired and fired up, and it's going to be a heck of a ball game.
Buddy, we could go on for an hour about this, but Winnipeg is the better team. So you think chip on the shoulder attitude can turn the tide, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, it certainly can. And we're not talking about a hockey series, an NBA playoff series where it's 7 games. It's 1 game, winner take all. And you never know in football. That's the beautiful thing about football. Winnipeg, chances are they're not going to go out and have 6 turnovers, but what if they have 3 turnovers? Hamilton, they're paid to make plays as well, too. And they're no slouches. They're in the game for a reason. Didn't have a dominant season like Winnipeg, but these guys are in this game for a reason. And it's a 1-game winner-take-all. And that's the thing about football is you never know who shows up that day.
Oh, that's why we love it. Hey, what's the one thing about the media that you, whether it's this role or at Chad, that you didn't expect and are enjoying the most?
Honestly, the camaraderie amongst other media members, I had no idea it was like that. From the players' point of view, I always thought it might be something like kind of cliquey and kind of catty amongst the different guys because you're all trying to get content and write and make stories. But the guys have been really welcoming, and they've been pretty accepting and open to me, and it's been nice just getting to meet and see people because being around as long as I had, you read the articles and you know the names, but to actually, put faces to the names and meet guys in person, it's been pretty interesting. So, yeah, it's been an awesome opportunity and experience.
I hope it continues. Give my best to Arash. Enjoy the game, bud. Talk to you soon.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Enjoy Florida.
Sportsnet. Eddie Steele, Grey Cup champion. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching the RP Show on YouTube. And don't forget, we're live daily on YouTube from noon to 2 Eastern. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. And if you like the program, check around for other segments of the Rod Pedersen Show here on YouTube.